For 17, we're trying to find the correct transition, basically transitional phrase from this sentence to this sentence. So let's read it. So we're told that, although advocates of organic food maintain that organic produce is healthier than conventionally grown produce because it has more vitamins and minerals, this assertion is not supported by scientific research. For instance, one review published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition provided analysis of the results of comparative studies, blah, blah, blah. So it's about to provide an example of scientific research that does not support this assertion, right? So, for instance, is pretty good. I mean, right? That pretty much means for example, and that's exactly what's being introduced here. So, for instance, is looking pretty good, but let's see what our options are. B, however. However, again, means that what you're about to say is somehow contrasting or countering what was said before. Is that the case here? Not at all. We're about to read an example that says an example of scientific research. So basically, an example to support this sentence here. So, however, does not fit. C. In addition, not a very useful transition. What's being said here again isn't in addition to this. It's an example of precisely what was mentioned here. It's in addition would mean that this is sort of equal to this, but it's not. This is like a subset of this because this is an example of what was being talked about. In this sentence. D, likewise, same sort of deal. There's not really anything likewise. There's nothing. Likewise means that what you're about to say is similar to what was said before. And this is not similar. It's an example of something that's here, but that doesn't mean it's similar. If this was talking about if this up here was talking about another study that reached the same conclusion, then you could maybe say likewise because you're about to mention another study. But in this case, we're sort of giving a big ol' thesis statement about scientific research on this topic, and now we want to give one specific example. So likewise isn't appropriate. We want to stick with A, for instance.